Hello, everyone. Today is March 4th, Tuesday. Today's topic is stewardship. So, there are different pillars when it comes to being the good steward and practice that stewardship. And in terms of our talent, gift, callings for others, we actually are good at something and there's strength because we're supposed to use that talent for others, right? And that becomes, if that's your calling for others, which is outreach, then that becomes your purpose, why you're doing that, why you're using the talent. And that is one pillar that I would say that we need to be a very good steward. And not only using that strength and talent for others, but also we are supposed to be that multiply, because it is written in the Bible that, the analogy of the talents. So some some was given only one talent, three talent, 10 talents, a lot of talents. There's different talents given, and some they were just buried it and they just did not multiply it. And some they use it really, really wisely and multiply that. So God praised those who actually became a good steward and multiply that given talents. So when I listened to the podcast, one of the podcasts related to stewardship and what is written in the Bible in the Genesis, the word multiply with me so much. It stood out the most. So if I really multiply what is given to me as a good steward, so that was the question, and that struck me so hard, and I wanted to share that with you because yes, given talent and being the good steward is good, but at the same time, we need to multiply those given talents. And that is number one. And another pillar that we need to really focus on when it comes to stewardship is our health and our emotional well-being. So let's say health and wellness and well-being. So health and wellness first, physical well-being, you're strengthened, you're flexible, you're take good care of your body with healthy food. And those are a good steward because we are responsible for that. And also, when I use the word wellness, that also comes down to emotional health and also mental health. So not only the physical fitness, but also we need that sensory rest. We need that emotional well boundary, emotional support, and emotional wellness. And yeah, that comes down to setting a good boundary for your own well-being and your mental health. And if you use PC and computer too much, you'd better put that boundary. Oh, this, for example, 10 p.m. onward, I won't touch my phone. I won't touch my PC for my own sensory rest. So that is taking good care of our physical health and also mental health as a good steward of our health and wellness. And another pillar for that well-being is the financial pillar. And the Bible verses, there are so many Bible verses. There's either you love the world or you love God. So there's no in between. So when I was into that fitness journey so much, I was so into activewear, and because of that desire, I bought a lot of activewear, and that was not a good steward because at the end of the day, if there's moth in my activewear, then it's just one of materialism and materialistic items that moth can, burn, and moth can really yeah, damage all of my clothes. So that comes down to materialism, that comes down to stewardship. So I wanted to share these all with you to challenge you whether you are that good steward and practice that stewardship when it comes to that all of the pillars, what are already given to us, which is a blessing, which is also from God. So the title of the message is stewardship. And when we fill our heart and soul with God, we don't need those materialism. We don't need those external things that we always feel pleasure from. That can be, instant, short videos. That can be fitness addiction. That can be activewear materialism. Anything that is outside of God, there's always side effects. So keep that in mind and do the life audit. And it's okay if you really messed up. And I've already shared my story that, yeah, my fitness became my idol and my addiction and activewear and everything. So now I reached to the point that outside of God, outside of Jesus, there's nothing that we can fulfill our heart and soul with. Because when we fulfill our soul and heart with God, there's no side effects. Only love, only good grace, only good things, more Holy Spirit, wisdom, knowledge. But the worldly things that we're chasing, whether it can be status, whether it can be, whether it's materialism, anything that is outside of God, there's always side effects. If you're chasing money, the love of the money, it's also that is sin. And the finance itself, it's protection. Yes. The rainy funds, yes, those are really necessary and those are really important. But I'm not talking about those practical tools that we can utilize finances. What I'm trying to say here is when we love those materialism, love those things outside of God, then there's always side effects. The more you get into those for that quick pleasure, you'll definitely feel you want more. And because there's always a thirst and hunger, because there's a side effects, and that turn out to be your addiction if you cannot control yourself. So I wanted to share this with you to remind you that we're called to be that good steward and practice the stewardship. And thank you for following this episode and listening to this podcast. If you like this episode, subscribe, like the button, click the like button, and also follow us on Instagram if it will.to. We'll connect in a next episode. Thank you. Bye.